What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Money Moves with K. I am K, and today we're going to discuss a property that was purchased on a tax auction list for cheap, and it was resold for a higher profit, which is the definition of a flip. Okay, without further ado, let's jump into the content. So I wanted to run down this property because a lot of investors or beginning investors count a property out just because it's not in an ideal location. Okay, every location is different, and some locations are in a bad neighborhood, meaning some properties are in a bad neighborhood. However, I want you to focus on the numbers and location as well. Let's not be naive to the fact that you do need to have a fairly decent location, but you could be counting out a property based off of the neighborhood and not even give it a chance because you didn't run the numbers correctly. So it's all about the numbers, all right? So this property that I found was in Petersburg, Virginia, okay? So I have in front of you next door, it's a fairly good indicator about the crime rate within a neighborhood. So I put in Petersburg, Virginia, and then these statistics pulled up. So I had this question on my other YouTube channel, the 10K Property Report, where somebody asked, K, like, how about crime? How do you deal with that? So typically I like to invest in properties that have a city that has a lower crime rate than the national average, meaning violent crime and property crime. However, that doesn't always fit the model. If the numbers work, the numbers work. It's all about mathematics and the profit that you can receive, especially if you want to flip these properties. All right. So here are the crime statistics for 2022. I get that it's outdated a bit, but I just wanted to bring you some type of statistics about Petersburg, Virginia. So as you can see, Petersburg, Virginia has a 34.61 is their overall crime rate, and the violent crime rate is 26.28. Property crime rate is 8.33. You can see for Virginia it's 29.59, and it continues on. And then the national average, the US average, is 33.37. And here, the violent crime rate in Petersburg is a bit higher than the US average, okay? And it's actually lower in the property crime rate than the US. So if you're a beginning investor, you might say, well, I'm never ever investing in Petersburg, Virginia, until you see this property that I'm about to show you. All right, so let's get it. So this property will prove those statistics wrong as far as how you should go about this when you're investing in tax auctions. And I just want to, I'm excited about this, so I'm gonna slow it down because I don't want to stumble over my words, okay? So here we go. So this is a duplex, guys. This is a duplex, and as you can see, it's a distressed property. Now, this comes off of a website that I do share my tax auction course. Make sure you get it. I have a 72-hour sale for 38% off. Only 72 hours. You already know that I don't do these sales quite frequently, okay? So if you see this right now, in the future, past the 72 hours, I'm sorry, but if you see this today, the day that it posts, or 2 days after that, make sure you take advantage of the 72-hour sale, 38% off. I shared this website where I got the property from on or in my tax auction course. I'll pin that link in the comments. Moving on. So this is the duplex. As you can see, it's in Petersburg, Virginia, okay? Now, we've already discussed the crime rate in Petersburg, Virginia. So for those beginner investors who may be a little like, I don't know, Kay, what you think, Kay? I say, let's look at the numbers, okay? This is the property. They purchased the property for $54,000 off of the tax auction list. Why did they do that? Look how it looks. Would you purchase this property? You have to think about it. Put yourself in this investor's position. Would you purchase this? Maybe. But I would say definitely, because I've already run the numbers on this property as well before. I've already run the numbers on this property as well. And this was a pretty good buy. Now, a lot of you are giving the excuse, well, what about contractors, Kay? I don't have the money, Kay. All of these are kind of excuses, guys. If I hear them in the comments, I'll like the post and kind of move on. But you have to pretty much stop giving the excuses and start getting in the game. As long as you give excuses, somebody else is like, how can I make this work? Not, will it work? How can I make it work? Especially if the numbers, of course you do your due diligence, but especially if the numbers make sense, how can you get this property in your possession? All right. Now, this particular investor, they flipped it. That's amazing. And I'm gonna show you the after pictures in just a second. Make sure you hang tight with me. All right. So like I said, first of all, I wanted to show you this. This is the home right here, and they don't have too many pictures inside. I know that may be an excuse for other people. What about inside, Kay? I don't see inside, so I can't purchase it. Well, you do need to ensure that there are no major repairs that need to be made, or if they are, that the numbers make sense as far as your resale value. However, I guess what I'm trying to say here with the excuses part is don't let these things hinder you from ever buying. And the market continues to grow and you are just sitting on the sidelines like, oh, it's a bad neighborhood, or just whatever you need to say to make yourself feel better at the end of the day. But we're going to get to work. So, all right, so this is the property. Now I want to show you the after. So we see before, I want to show you what this person, this investor had in mind, their vision. Everybody will not see your vision, okay? Everybody will not see your vision. In fact, it's yours for a reason. So somebody saw the vision of this property and they said, I see a winner chicken dinner, all right? And that's what they did. They purchased it for $54,000. They did not give excuses about not having the money. They did not give excuses about the neighborhood. In the event that, they didn't give excuses about the neighborhood because they saw the neighborhood and they saw the comps. And as you can see, this is the property, guys. Come on now. This is the after. This is the after. I repeat, this is the after picture of that same exact property. The vision came clear. They saw something that other investors said, nah, it won't work. Look how close it is. There's another duplex right here that pretty much looks like this property. And as you can see, it's right here. It's very close. In fact, when I show you some other pictures of the inside of the property, you're going to say, wow, that's not a lot of room. That could be another excuse for somebody to say, I don't want to purchase a duplex so close to the other property. Those are excuses, guys. Somebody saw the vision. Okay. They made it work. So you have this property. They sold it for $364,000. Now, I'm not going to be naive and think that it did not require a lot of repairs. It did. I can see that it did, right? Now, how much? I don't know. That doesn't matter for my message. What does matter is that they purchased it for $54,000. They sold it for $364,000 in 2025, April 2025. They had the right people in place. They had the right contractors. If they were contractors themselves, they were able to repair it. And they put all excuses to this side and made this work for a profit. How much that profit was, again, I don't know. Was it $100,000? I would only imagine that it was upward of $100,000 or more, but I don't know. That's a educated guess. Probably more if they purchased it for $54,000. And so, yeah, I'll leave that there. So they could have made $200,000 or $300,000. Who knows? Not $300,000 because it wasn't $14,000 to repair. My point here is there was a profit that was made and it had to make sense for them to even pursue this property. Okay. So they ran their numbers. The numbers checked out. They saw it was in Petersburg, Virginia. A lot of other investors overlooked it because they said, Petersburg, Virginia, look at the crime rate. And they purchased it and they flipped it. Let's check out some of the pictures inside this property, guys. This, by the way, this was a great flip. Okay. You can see the roof is new. It's clean. They have new, it looks like vinyl siding on the side, right? In the front, back, all over the home. Let's peruse these pictures. As you can see, look how close this other duplex, the old duplex that in this neighborhood, this is how the neighborhood looks for the most part. Okay. And there were some sold properties to give this investor some comps about what they could get. This was a very smart investor, guys. Very, very smart. They ran their numbers. It's all about mathematics. Look how this property looks, not to down that property, but it looks very different than the new improved duplex that we see in front of us. Okay. So this is so on each side, let me run this down. On each side, there's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Again, there's a duplex. So let me go back to the main page again, or the main picture. There's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths on this side, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths on this side. As you can see, this one has a window air conditioning unit. They probably have central heating, cooling in the home, probably a new HVAC as well, right? So These people they stage the home. That's another important factor when you're trying to sell a home very quickly. All right. They stage the home and that costs money. Don't let that fool you. Staging the home costs money. You can rent the furniture. I've staged homes tons of times because we do Airbnb as well, or midterm rentals. You can rent some of this furniture in order to stage the home. But yeah, some people just, I don't know. In the description, it didn't say that it came furnished. Some folks may say, hey, leave it furnished. It's just extra money. But I didn't see that in the description. They'll probably take all this furniture out and use it themselves, resell it, or just give it back to the rental company they borrowed it from. Okay. Guys, let me slow down a little bit. Let me go back because I'm getting excited. Okay. So this appears to be a room. The rooms are not massive. They don't need to be. It just needs to be privacy, right? It needs to be privacy. This is a kitchen, really nice. They could have even, I don't know the condition. Again, we didn't have any pictures of the before of the interior. That's what I'm trying to say. Nice property, clean, beautiful. Bathroom looks amazing, simple, clean. Sellable. You do not need to over renovate. Okay. Look at the decorations in the kitchen. The bathroom. They have towels. They have some tissue, and they have a plant right here. That's it. Okay. You keep it simple, keep it classy. You keep it modern, fresh, clean. They stage this as well. These pictures you can get off of Facebook Marketplace. That's typically what I do when I stage. A lot of stuff I get off of Facebook Marketplace. Doesn't cost a lot. And you can resell it once you're finished, okay? Back on the same platform, Facebook Marketplace, all right? Look at this. Simple. Looks like a vase right here. Towel, picture, done, all right? Outside of the repairs, of course. They probably had to do some repairs with plumbing as well. From that picture that we checked out, let's check it out. It did appear that, it was a vacant property. And this was on the tax delinquent list as well, by the way. Just a side note. All right. Look at this. This could be the other unit. I'm not sure because it's a lot of pictures. Yeah, it appears to be the other unit. It's identical. You don't need to make it rocket science. It's identical. Who cares if this looks exactly the same as the other one? They know how much it costs to make this unit look like this. So they just repeat it on the other end. You are predicting your costs, right? This is nice. So same, it's identical. So it looks exactly the same. Let's look at the back. All right. Now, let me see. Looks like they just renovated because the foundation appears to be the same. So they put a little, this is new. Back door. A black door symbolizes security. That's interesting, right? Particularly in Petersburg, Virginia, which is deemed to be a high, quote unquote, crime area. These folks didn't see that. They saw numbers. They saw Benjamins pretty much. All right. You can see the other home. Look how close it is. I personally don't like that, but that doesn't mean that this would be ruled out for me as far as a portfolio builder. And yeah, they didn't do much to the backyard because that actually costs additional money. You don't need to. Fencing is very expensive. They didn't put a fence around it, but if you did put a fence around it, it may make it even more ideal, but it's unnecessary. That's an additional cost. That's over renovating and you don't need it. This is a very experienced, very, very experienced investor who purchased right, guys. That's the end of my video. I apologize for the passion. I get so excited when I see people utilize a tax auction list the right way. This is the right way to flip a property. And there's steps to this. You can't just buy a property off a tax auction and then go in and start fixing it up and flipping it. There's a process in which I discuss once again in my tax auction course. Make sure you check it out. I'll put it in the comments. 3 days, 38% off of the course. You do not want to miss it. And like, I just found this website. If you are a part of the tax auction course community, you will continuously get all my updates. I just updated this today. Yeah, this morning. This website to my tax auction course because I found it. All right. If you made it this far in the video, please down below, since I was talking about this the whole video, put no excuses. No excuses. It's time, guys. 2026. There are deals out there still in 2026 and beyond. But you got to know where to look. All right. Until next time, guys, you stay blessed. Peace.